But look, yeah, look, it was a defining moment, absolutely, in my career. There's no question about that. If that hadn't have gone down the way it had have, then would I have had the career that I had? I'm not so sure. No, absolutely. Looking in that game, we had a wonderful season up to that point. We'd reached the League Cup final that year. I was having a very good season myself, and look, we went on a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, I think I was on probably about 350 pound a week at that point, being real with you, right? And at that point, like we were on, I think it was like at times £500 a win. That's how much we were on. And then in top six, because we'd made it, the club had agreed to give us double bonuses for any wins that we had in that top six period. So those 5 games that we had, we were on double bonuses. So anything we were to get was unbelievable. It was amazing money. So from that perspective, we had a lot to play for still in that last game because, you know, for us, the reality is like that pays for your holiday, a lot of these things, you
Yeah,
know, like,
that's
or what
just
you're going
not.
to do in the summer. You know what I mean? Like, so this is the gap and the massive disparity, and still is in Scottish football, that people tend to forget, you know, that what, you know, you get at other clubs and what the money that some of the younger players are on and whatnot. And then people want to like talk crap about you and say you did this and shouldn't have done that. Hey, mate, I'm actually trying to make a career for myself. You're the one who's on 20, 30 bags a week. Don't complain to me about me doing my job and you not doing yours, right? I'm actually, I got to the point where I was pissed off with those chats and people talking crap, right? And how they want to talk about my actions in that game. Worry about your own actions and what you didn't do, because essentially that's why you didn't win the game, not because of Scott McDonald, because there was chances there for them to create their own history and they failed to do so.
Who was it,
How it
Scott?
went down thereafter was, I don't
Who
need to.
pissed
I don't
off?
need to mention names. Everyone knows. Everyone knows who's talked about it and what they've said. So I don't need to talk about them in name. You know, they want to talk about my name a lot, but I don't need to do the same. You know, and for me, it's I did my job. I was a Motherwell player. Did I celebrate? Yeah, I did. Did I know what I was doing? Hell no, I didn't know. I still don't know what I did to that day. I was in shock. I was in awe of my first goal because of probably one of my best goals I ever scored, you know? So in terms of how it come to me and the reaction I did to hit it over my head, it was a wonderful goal. Absolutely wonderful goal. He could have put 2 keepers in there. I don't think he saves it, you know? So it was just that instinctive how it hit me and I hit it over my head. And I think from that was the reason why I did celebrate. The second one was just, oh my God, I can't believe that's happened again. But from that point, you're walking back to the halfway line and you're shitting yourself because you just realize then exactly what's happened. But to that point, you don't, because you've just scored goals. You score goals. You score goals against a big club. You celebrate. You don't think anything of it at that time. Like people talk about because you're a Celtic fan or not. I know loads of players that, you know, name me one player that doesn't try against any team that when they're a professional footballer. Not many. And if they do, they don't deserve to have played the game either, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, so you're there to do a job and play for your club and play for your team that you play for and your boys that you're with. You know, so I didn't know if Celtic players anything. They didn't know me anything. They weren't going to give me anything for free, were they? So, you know, as much as they tended to offer you it at times, certain ones, as you know, thinking it was banter and disrespect. But you know, that's fine. That's all part of the game. But don't cry about what I did. You know, so worry about what you didn't do. That's always my gripe with the whole situation of that and people talking about it. But it is what it is, and I went on to make a tough decision after that because, well, it wasn't tough for me, but it was tough for everyone else probably to accept that I chose Celtic. But I was willing to take that pressure on and take that challenge on when people seen that happen and people thought I'd probably just be a part-time player there. But I went there with all the intentions to believe in myself, back myself, and go there. And that was always the club I wanted to play for.